Imagine your body healing itself, eradicating disease and damage from the inside out with something as simple as your own skin.
The idea over time is that each of us might have a skin biopsy and create a toolbox that we could use to replace any tissue at a later stage. That's the goal.
Sounds like science fiction, but Cleveland Clinic Dr. Jeremy Rich says it's not so far-fetched.
It is an amazing time. Science moves incredibly quickly.
Super accelerated by stem cell studies and cell-based therapies, with Cleveland leading the way, studying a dozen different kinds of adult stem cells.
We're treating patients with heart attacks, with multiple sclerosis,
and arthritis, and almost anything that you can think of, diabetes, thyroid disease.
And teamwork is key to their success. The Cleveland Clinic, university hospitals, and Case Western Reserve Medical School joined forces with others as part of the National Center for Regenerative Medicine, which is based in Cleveland and ranked one of the top 5 research centers in the country.
So I think having these resources in close proximity, it really accelerates the effort.
Sharing everything, from the processing of stem cells to full collaborations on clinical trials. Doctors say potential cures seamlessly move from the lab to the hospital for patient testing.
That's probably the most satisfying moment of my job.
A cancer treatment Dr. David Wald worked on at Case is already being administered to sick patients. And experiments on a different type might begin next year.
They're called natural killer cells, and they routinely kind of survey your body and try to kill off cancer cells, but they don't do a particularly good job of it. And so we're trying to help that process along.
Another major breakthrough involves diabetes.
Trying to make it so type 1 diabetics are cured.
Scientists are developing it right now on this floor at the clinic.
Where you could have an implantation where a patient could get the beta islet cells that make insulin and are cured for the rest of their life.
As a neurologist, Dr. Rich hopes to someday improve symptoms from brain diseases. They're already looking at ways to decrease the damage from a spinal cord injury.
With spinal cord injury, getting rid of the inflammation so that the natural healing processes can move forward is actually a possibility.
Dr. Rich says the potential with cell-based therapies is unlimited. As for when you can receive them, well, that depends. Testing can take 5 to 10 years to complete, and because these are actual double-blind, controlled clinical trials, you can't just volunteer to be a test subject.
The reality is that very often it may not be ready for that patient, or maybe that there are additional treatments that that particular patient requires beyond the cell-based therapy.
But now, more than ever, there's reason for hope. Researchers say someday very soon, sickness and aging will look very different, thanks to the incredible clinicians here in Northeast Ohio. In Cleveland, Suzanne Stratford, Fox 8 News.